Okay guys, this is the first of your weekly videos. I like to do videos and pictures because pictures, it makes it a little hard to explain things when there's something in particular that needs to be relayed. I'm going to go over the certain materials we use, why we use them, and how they're used in the home, as well as different stages of construction, and explain some stuff to you guys. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to walk around the outside and show you some different stuff on the outside of this home, because I feel like that's going to be a little bit easier to start out here. Okay. When we're looking here, there is a material that we use to wrap the house called a dowel wrap, which is this stuff here. Underneath the dowel wrap, there's a type of wood used called oriented strand board, which you're not going to be able to see, so you can see right here. This is oriented strand board. It's a lot like pressed wood, but it's considerably different. It's an engineered material that is water resistant and a lot more durable than pressed wood, and it's also considerably more durable than plywood, which is why we use it. Plywood is very thin layers of veneer that are glued together. They have air pockets, and due to the humidity in this area, it does have a tendency for the veneers to peel apart, which is why we use oriented strand board. Oriented strand board, when it was originally developed, was pitched to Mr. Henry, and he wasn't sure if he wanted to use it because he was using plywood like all other local builders in the area. They convinced him by cutting it up into little pieces and stuck it in a bucket and left it there floating for a week. When they came back, it was still in the same shape that it was when they cut it up. So that goes into detail to show you how water resistant and how strong of a material it really is. Okay. Another thing I'm going to go over is the seal that we put on our windows. You can see down here there's a black seal that's underneath the dowel wrap in certain locations. This is one down here at the bottom, which we'll go over in a little bit. And the other one is behind right here by the windows. There's a 4-way seal we do on windows I've never seen any other builder do. Most builders do a 3-way seal. They go in, they do the dowel wrap. Sometimes they'll do the plastic wrap. They'll put the window in. I'm sorry, they don't do the black plastic wrap. They do the dowel wrap. They'll do the seal around the window like said, put the brick on, then do a caulk seal. We do a 4-way seal. We use the black plastic wrap, which is a lot thicker than a normal dowel wrap. Then we do the dowel wrap around the window, around the whole house. Then we do the aluminum foil tape. It's got like a, not foil, it's got like a tar substance on the backside. Then we put the window in, and when we brick, we put a caulk sealant around the outside of the window again. So there's a 4-way seal on the window, which I've not seen any other builder do. And we do the dowel wrap for a particular reason. When we brick the house, the brick isn't directly on top of the house. There's a gap about that big between the brick and the house. So we put a dowel wrap on there because there's a potential to build condensation between the two of them from the temperature differences inside the house and outside the house. And they'll have weep holes inside the brick, which I'll show you when we get a little bit later on in the construction of the home. There's a spacing every 4 or 5 brick by code for the county, and it's about 3 brick up. You'll see the spacing, and this plastic wrap here actually is in between that 3rd brick up and the 4th brick up. And like I said, in between the bricks sideways, about every 4 of them, there's a spacing where there's no mortar, because if there is a condensation buildup, the house does need to breathe and the condensation needs to get out. Those are called weep holes. This actually will have the water or condensation buildup, if there is any, on the outside of the dowel wrap run down and come out, or actually allow the house to breathe either way. That's why we do that particular instance that we do there. Okay, we're going to continue to walk around the outside. I don't know if there's anything else done yet that would be of any interest to you guys yet that I could explain. Maybe more stages down the road, but I'm going to walk around and see if there's anything on the outside of the house that I can show you, and then I'll go inside. I do have the framing pretty much done. Next will come electrical, and then installation, and then drywall. So when I'm doing this video, I'm going to point at the ground because it's going to be a little hard to show you the shapes and sizes of the rooms if I'm just pointing it straight ahead, because all you're going to see is 2x4s throughout the entire house. This is your rear covered porch. I believe it's a 12x20, maybe a 12x24, I can't quite tell, but it looks like a 12x20. They've got an additional, looks like 10x12 pad on the outside over here to the left of it. Now these little metal strips that you see sticking off, those are brick ties. They stick them in between the bricks to keep the bricks anchored to the house and the house anchored to the bricks. What they do is they bend it out when they're laying the bricks down and lay it in between the bricks when they do it. So that's what those are there. Don't see anything else that I can really go over with you guys on the outside, so I'm going to walk in through the front door and go over different materials that are on the inside of the house, as well as the rooms themselves. I haven't had a chance to really break down and look at your contract, but when I was walking through taking pictures, it looks like you guys converted the den study into a bedroom on the front right. Normally I go in a clockwise pattern around the house, but I went on a counterclockwise when I took pictures, so I'll do the video that way as well so you can understand what I did. You come in, you've got your 5th bedroom, it looks like here, because you've got a closet located there. You've got a linen closet that'll be located, not a linen closet, sorry, a coat closet, and you'll have one rack at the top for that. This is your master bedroom here. Like I said, I want to show you the floor so you can get an idea, because if I do this, you can't tell what's what. This is your master, and that's your tray ceiling. Now this greenish blue material you see at the base about 3 feet up around the entire home is called a borat treatment. That's the termite treatment that we use on the home. This is where your shower will be located in the master bathroom. Your garden tub, your double vanity will be located here. This is where your toilet will be located in the water closet, and there's a linen closet inside the water closet, and then your walk-in closet. Now the borat treatment is different than most other, than what the treatments were that we used before this stuff was invented. This stuff was invented locally to the area in Pensacola by Brian Killingsworth, who owns Killingsworth Pest Control. I grew up watching their commercials when I was a kid. It actually naturally, I recently found out it naturally doesn't have color, but they add a green dye so they can show they've actually done it when we have the inspection done on the home. Now what they used to do before they had the borat treatment done is they would spray the ground underneath the foundation before they poured the foundation. The problem is the concrete companies are kind of hard to get narrowed down to a specific time. So we'd have the termite guy come out and spray the ground. If he sprays it at 10 a.m. and they don't pour the foundation until 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, you got a problem. Because in this heat down here, you're going to have to worry about evaporation and everything else. On top of the fact that the chemical they sprayed on the ground was toxic, it wasn't good for the earth. So this is a more earth-friendly material, and it's a better material because it's oil-based, it soaks into the wood. The termites that are kind of like the worker bees that go out and check for different areas, the worker bees go out and collect pollen. These termites, I'm trying to remember what they're called. Can't think of it off the top of my head, but anyway, they're the guys that go out and find the wood, tell the colony, and come back. If they bite the wood, which they would have to do to find it, it'll actually kill them almost instantly. So this material protects your home for the termites. This is how we give you a termite bond on your home. You're going to see all this around the entire home. This is your floater room that looks like you guys added in the back. And of course, that's the rear covered porch we just showed on the outside. Okay. As we walk around, this is the family room we're in right now. This is a view into the kitchen area, which I'll show you that. This is where your island's going to be located. That's the conduit where the electricity wire is going to be run up and into your cabinetry. This is where your sink will be located. Your dishwasher will be located, I believe, to the left here. Your range will be located roughly here with your microwave above it. I don't know if you guys did a double oven or not, but if you did, I'll be able to tell when the electricians come in or when I check the paperwork when I get back to the office. This is the walk-in pantry for this particular house. Like I said, the electricians should be coming in soon, and when they run all the stuff that they're going to run in the house, which should be then by the next video, I should be able to go in and tell you where your cable outlets are going to be located at in each particular room. I'll be able to show you where the electrical outlets are for each particular room, and I'll be able to tell you the layouts for your kitchen and everything else as well. This is the formal dining room for your home right here. This is your front bedroom of the 3 that are located on the left side of your home behind the garage. This particular one is the smallest, but does have the only other walk-in closet besides the master suite. This is your Jack and Jill bath. Your vanity will be located here. We'll have cabinetry, your sink, a mirror, and then lights above that. And then this is your shower tub unit, which will have a door located here. That's where your toilet is, and your shower unit will be located there. So those water pipes are sticking up. These pipes here aren't for this particular bedroom, that's for the laundry room, but this is another bedroom here that connects to the Jack and Jill. And it does have a closet located over there. And then this is the hallway that would lead out to the family room, the laundry room, and the back bedroom located with bathroom over here. In the laundry room, your washer connections are going to be here on the left, hot water, cold water. Your drain line, you'll have an electrical plug and an exterior vent for your dryer. As we come up this way, you're going to have your back bedroom located here, so this would be the last bedroom in the home. And you'll have a closet located to the left, and then I'll come back and do electrical later. This is your back bathroom, your last bathroom. This is your third bath. You'll have your vanity located here with your sink and your cabinetry. You'll have your mirror, and then of course your lights that are located above that. This is where your toilet is located at. And of course, your shower tub combo located there. If you guys have any questions at any point, please don't hesitate to call or email me at any time. I'm also now going to go over the different woods that we use and why we use them. In your studs on the wall, we use spruce pine. We use a different material for your trusses, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Spruce pines are what we use for all your 2x4s on the inside of the home. In your ceiling and your trusses, we use southern yellow pine. And the reason we do that is because it's a stronger material than spruce pine, which spruce pine is plenty strong enough for 2x4s. You're not going to have any issues whatsoever. It is county code to use number 2 or better on your trusses. We use a number 1 or better, which is the best. It means it's the strongest material you can use on your trusses. That's what that T1, it's upside down right there, stands for. Number 1, which means it's the strongest board that you can use, which is the southern yellow pine. Now, the southern yellow pine has a potential to warp, which doesn't affect the roof line, doesn't get any warps in the roof line or anything like that. But the problem is, if you put it in your walls, you'll have big bows in your walls. Spruce pine will not warp, which is why we use spruce pine in the walls and southern yellow pine on the roof. Once again, we use the oriented strand board, which I showed you before, in the roof and around the outside of the walls. So that's what you're looking at there. Like I said, it's a better material than, I know it looks a lot like pressed wood, but it's not pressed wood, and it's a far superior material than plywood because of the humidity we deal with here. Plywood has a potential to strip away at its layers. If you guys have any questions at all, like I said again, please do not hesitate to let me know. And I'll be sending you out another video next week. Like I said, hopefully they'll have the electricians in by then, which is what the superintendent was telling me he thinks is going to happen. If that's the case, I'll be able to tell you where your light switches will be located, how they work, your electrical plugins, and your cable and phone outlets. I hope you guys have a great weekend.